Hi, let us have an understanding on unit testing. Whatever the code that we develop, we wanted to make sure the functionality is achieved as per the requirement. So while doing the development, we will be testing the individual piece or the granular functionality, we will be testing it. So the individual unit or the component will be tested, and the process of testing that specific component, we call it as a unit testing, and this could be done manually or in an automated way. Most of the time, we will try to automate this particular scenario so that we can validate the functions, the boundary conditions, whether it is achieved or not, by having a separate script that would get executed. So it's going to help to test the entire functionality, and we can apply the fix as well as whenever we are making a small change in a piece of code. Assume we do have a huge application and I'm changing a specific functionality. I just wanted to make sure that particular fix that we have applied is not impacting any of the other functions that are already built into the application. There are a number of unit testing framework or tools available like JTest, JUnit, NUnit, JMockit, Emma, PHP Unit. Let us take JUnit as a good example that is predominantly used for testing the Java applications. Let's understand how it works. Assume I do have an application mod a, b, where this particular function is going to find the mod of the a and b and going to return the value. What mod does? It's going to return me the remainder. Say if I say 8 mod of 3, it's going to divide the number 8 by 3 and it will return the remainder, that is 2. And anytime whenever the value of b is less than 1, that is 0 or negative, then it's going to give a text as a return value saying give valid input. So what I'll be doing, I'll be testing that particular functions with n number of boundary conditions. That is with 4 and 2, it should return a value 0. This I'll be predefining it. And all this test I'll be executing it and make sure whether the function is working as expected or not. So basically the expectation of the function would be set as a part of the script, and the script will get executed whether I'm able to get the required output or not. Mostly JUnit or the unit testing tools will be used for the testing the code coverage, testing the boundary conditions, and verify whether the error handling is done properly or not. Let us see a small example. I do have a Java application where I have a method called concatenate. It's going to take 2 strings as an input, and I'm going to concatenate both the string and return the value. And I do have a test function where I have mentioned this as a JUnit test. This is a test function. So one test function I do have where I am going to call the my unit. So within my unit I am calling concatenate. Whenever I say 1 and 2, it should return me a value 1, 2 without space. Let us go ahead with the correct value and test this condition. I'm going to run this unit test. It'll give me a condition saying one test condition, that is only one test condition I have, that got executed successfully. Now let us say the requirement of the particular function is to have a space. So it's going to return the string and then space and then the next string. Now let us execute this particular function. It should fail. It's failing because it's not getting the right answer what it's supposed to get. So I'm able to see the result. What is expected is 1, 2, but actually it is returning 1 space and then 2. So either I have to change the test case to include the space or change the implementation as it is required by the requirement. Now let me go ahead and execute this. It's success. The similar way, when I have very huge applications, say like thousands of functionalities to be tested with all the boundary conditions, I'll be writing the test cases, and in a single run, I'll be in a position to test all the functionalities, boundary conditions, whether I'm able to get the expected result or not. Or even when I'm doing a small fix, I can run the unit test in a single go and check whether all the functionalities is working fine and the fix is not impacting the existing functionality. And this unit testing would be very helpful whenever we do the continuous integration.